Good morning, students. We are doing chapter number 5, which is about more about HTML. So far we have discussed about several aspects of the web programming, and I have told you how you can insert images and you can create ordered list also. Now today's topic is unordered list. That means now we are not going to follow any kind of order. So if we are using any kind of symbol to listing down our menu items, so this will be known as the unordered list. And for unordered list, we use UL tag, that means unordered list. The UL tag is used to define an unordered or bulleted list. Bulleted list means kind of a bold or a circular list. And just like an ordered list, LI tag is used inside the UL tag to mark the individual list items. That means it is similar to the OL tag in which we were using the LI tag. So in UL tag, we will also use the LI tag. LI is an empty tag. So first we need to start the UL. Then whatever the list items are in our list, we have to just write down here LI, LI and LI. Let's supposedly that I need to write Manish, Tanmay and Yash. So I will first start UL, LI Manish, LI Tanmay and LI Yash. Then I will close my UL tag. As you can see in the example also, UL started and UL name is fruits. LI oranges, mangoes, apples, bananas and melons, and then UL tag is closed. So as you can see, the by default output of UL tag is of bulleted list. That means the circular bold list. Now we will understand type attribute and start attribute. Type attribute means we have to just change the bullet style. That means we are going to change the bullet style. That means if you are using circle, disc or square. So whatever the shape you are going to use, you need to mention it into the type attribute. Okay. So as you can see in the format, UL then type is equals to shape. Shape means which shape you want to use. If you want to use circle, then you have to write circle, DISC, disc and square also. So these are the examples of circle, disc and square. As you can see in the example code, orange, mangoes, apple, bananas, melons are being written in the square. Square means that output will become in the square buttons. Now this is the following practice time, so you have to understand it also. Moving to the next page, creating tables in HTML. So this is very important and as well as crucial topic in HTML, because if we are dealing with any kind of web page, then we may need to insert a table. So if we need to insert a table, we need several kind of tag also. So the basic and the parent tag is table tag. Whenever you want to create a row and column set, that means whenever you want to create a table, you need to use the table tag. Okay. The table tag is a basic structural tag that encloses the entire table information and it encloses some other tag within it. That means in table tag, we will use tr, td and th tag also. So now we will discuss the tr tag. This container tag is used to enclose the data of a single row in the table. tr stands for tables row. So if you want to create a single row in a table, then we will use tr tag. td, that means tables data, and within each row of the table, data is represented in the form of individual cells. The td tag is used to represent each cell entry of the table. TH tag stands for tables heading. That means this tag can be used in the place of TD. So it is similar to the TD tag, that means the table's data tag, but whatever you will write it in the TH, it will be converted into the headings. Heading, that means it will be bold, it will be centered also. So this is the format. First you need to write table, then TR. And if you want to create any kind of heading, then you will use TH. And if you do not want to create any kind of heading, then you will use TD simple. So TR is being closed here, TR is being closed here, and now the table will be closed here. So this is how you can create a simple table. Now look at this example. First, all the formalities, HTML, head, title, and head will be closed. Now our body will be started. Then table, obviously, we have to write the table tag first of all. Then TR, you need to create this TR. TH is class, TH is boys, and TH is girls. That means we will have three types of headings: class, boys, and girls. and respective to this that class, boys and girls, we will insert the data. Data means TD. Okay, first now you need to once again use the TR tag. So whatever you are putting, any kind of value, any kind of heading, you need to reuse the TR tag. So now in the class we will write 10th, in boys 22, girls 19. So this is how you can understand how you can create a table with heading and with the data. As you can see in the output class, boys and girls columns are bolded, but 10th, 12th, 22, 25, 19 and 30s are only the data, that means TD. So this is how you can use the tables command. Now we will understand some more advanced feature of the table, just as how we can add border, how we can add the adjustments of the table. So first of all, we will understand how we can add border in our table. To show lines in between the cells, you can use border attribute of the table tag. That means simply you need to call a BORDER border attribute in the table tag. And here N is denoting the number of width. Okay, how bold you want to create a border. So where N is a number that defines the thickness of line, how thick you want to show your table's border. So once again, understand by the example, table border attribute and is equals to 2. That means our border will be thick by the 2 level, as you can see in the. Now changing border color, the next attribute, border color. First of all, we need to call the border attribute, and then BORDER, not UR. So it is kind of American standard spelling. So in American standard spelling, we do not use the COLOUR. Okay, so we simply use COLOR, and N is equals to double inverted comma. Mark my point. You need to write your color name in the double quotes. So here if you want to insert red color, so you need to write in the double quotes also. So as you can see in the example, border is equals to 2 and the border color is equals to red. Now you will find in the output that your border will be displayed in the red color. Next is setting background color. Now we are considering background color, not to the border color. Okay, so as simple to the background color, you need to write BG color. BG stands for background. BGCOLOR and then the color name. Whatever the color will you give, then it will apply to your table. CYAN, cyan is a kind of a reddish blue color. So here it is mentioned. Now we will understand aligning cell values. Cell values, that means aligning it whether you want to place your table. Will you want to place it to the right, left, or etc. So aligning cell values means left position, right position, center position, and etc. So cell values in a table are aligned to the left within the cell boundaries. Okay, and you can change their alignment using align attribute of TR tag for all the values in a row. So you can use it with the TR tag or you can use it with the TD tag. So in TR tag, you just simply need to write the ALIG and align attribute and then mention left, mention right, mention center, whatever you want to get, and then write the text in the TR tag. So this is very simple, I think, and I hope that 7th class is being able to understand this codings. Now we'll understand adding marquee text. So the most loving tag by the students, by the programmers, is the marquee tag. Okay, first of all, understand the pronunciation of this tag. Marquee. Okay, marquee text. That means it will just float your text to the screen. I think you have seen the advertisements in the news channel or the TV channels also. So the text appears in the very floating manner. Sometimes it floats towards the right, sometimes it floats towards the left, top, or bottom. So this kind of editing we can do with the marquee tag. So marquee tag is used to add scrolling text on a web page. Scrolling means to appear your text in a floating manner. And the direction attribute is used to choose the direction of scroll. That means from where you want to scroll down your, scroll up, scroll left, or scroll right your text. So for what you need to do is you need to write marquee and then direction is equals to position, and whatever the text you want to float up, then you need to write it. So this is very simple and this is very interesting though. So the text will scroll from left to right, top to bottom, and whatever the values, whatever the attribute you have mentioned. So students, this is how we have completed the chapter number 5, which is about the more about HTML, and this is for completion of the syllabus of our post-term examinations. The question answers will be sent to you in the group via Google Drive link. And until then, prepare yourself to the post-term examination. Take care. Bye-bye.